Welcome to Everyday Cooking. Today we are going to make a special garden pizza. This is a perfect party recipe. This will look good and it will taste so good. For the recipe, take 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, that is Maida. To this, add the required amount of salt. Next, let us activate the yeast and add it into this. For this, take 1.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast. To this, add a teaspoon of sugar and a little warm water. Cover this properly and leave this for about 10 minutes. And this is after 10 minutes, the yeast got activated. Now let us add the yeast mixture to the flour. Now add water little by little and start kneading this. We have to properly knead the dough, so dust some flour on a surface and transfer the dough. Knead this properly for at least 10 minutes or until the gluten is formed. This is done. Now pour some oil in a pan. You can use extra virgin olive oil for this. Place the dough and cover this properly. Leave this for an hour, let the dough raise. By the time, take 2 cups of water in a pan. To this, add a little salt, half a teaspoon of olive oil, and half a cup of pasta. Cook this until they become soft. So here the pasta is done. Drain the water and set this aside. For designing the garden pizza, we need some vegetables. So first let us chop the cucumber. You have to cut the cucumbers like this. Next we need 2 slices of tomatoes. You have to design the tomato like a flower. Next, let us slice the onion. Collect few onion pieces like this. And finally, we need few slices of a carrot. Now let us move on to our dough. This has raised now. Dust some flour on the surface. Now transfer the dough and separate this into 2 halves. We are going to roll both the portions. You have to roll it thin. This is ready. We are going to place it on a butter paper. Dust some flour on a butter paper and then place it. Roll the second portion and place it like this. Make everything even. Don't press too hard, just make it even. Now let us apply the pizza sauce. Here I am using the ready-made one, DISANO's pizza sauce. If you want to do it at home, homemade pizza sauce video link is there in the description. You can click it. Spread some mozzarella cheese. Top this with some cooked pasta. Our next topping is going to be cottage cheese, that is paneer. Top this with some more mozzarella cheese. Next is oregano. Next, let us spread some pizza seasoning, and this is optional. If you want, you can use it. Topping and seasoning is over. Next, let us apply some water on the edges. You can do this for 1 hour. Now let us close all the toppings with one side of the rolled dough. Seal everything properly. Let us start designing this. Now we are going to arrange all the vegetables. This is carrot and this is cucumber. And this is the tomato flower. And this again is a small piece of chopped tomato. A small piece of carrot and onions. This is a small stem of coriander. And finally our garden setup is done, and this is ready to be baked now. And before putting this into the oven, you have to preheat it at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. And we are going to bake this at the same 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. If your oven is a convection oven, you can very well place it on the glass tray, otherwise place it in the middle rack. Cook for 20 minutes in the middle rack and move it to the top rack for another 5 minutes. This way your dish will be very colorful. So here our garden pizza is ready. This will be a perfect recipe for any small parties. Hope you liked the recipe. We'll join you in another interesting recipe. Do share, like and comment our videos, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.